Hello, my name's John, these are some Genestealer Patriarchs, and you're watching Wargames, Models and Other Hobbies. Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be running through my Genestealer Patriarch conversion, where I've got to so far, as well as looking at some of my inspiration, being two different Genestealer Patriarch models. We'll start by having a look at the older models. So let's just move some of these things out of the way. So here we have the classic Genestealer Patriarch sitting on throne. I've got the throne and Magus Advisor stuck down to this base. I haven't stuck the Patriarch down because at some point I will get round to painting them. Classic model, this one. I really like this kind of idea of the Patriarch having human tendencies and things like that, sitting on the throne and so on. I do have the running Patriarch somewhere as well, but I'm not as keen on that model as I am of this original classic. There's then the Patriarch that was released a few years ago, which is more alien-esque with kind of the more Tyranid look to it. And here we have it. It's all primed white, so it comes up a little bit difficult to see on the screen, but if you've seen it, you know exactly what it is. And from this model, I wanted to convert something to look similar to the classic one. So I have made a few videos on the process of this. I'll leave them in the description below. But at this point, I just want to run through the stage I'm at with my Patriarch conversion. So I've got the first primer coat on there. There's a few other bits that I do need to prime, but the weather's got the best of me now, so I'm going to have to wait for the rain to stop. But just to start with, this Patriarch has a magnet that allows them to sit on not a throne, but in this case on the base is a chest of all of their ancient belongings and things like that. There's a Terminator helmet and a little skull. My idea for this Patriarch is that it's hundreds and hundreds of years old, and it's travelled from different worlds on space hulks, all sorts of different things, and it's got to a point in its existence where it's verging on losing that alien aspect of itself and having the more kind of human tendencies of the original Patriarch sitting on a throne. So the reason why I used a magnet is at some point I might make a throne for this one to sit on. But what we have, for those who haven't seen the previous videos, I've sculpted a big belly onto the front of this Patriarch. I've adjusted the back to make it more Genestealer-like with the kind of the nodules running down its back. And I've gone for more of the chitinous sections on the head rather than the spikes that were on the re-released one. Just by accident, this conversion gained a character by sitting the way it is, almost kind of despondent and kind of fed up. The way it's slouched down, the hands just gently scraping on the floor, loosely holding its cane, its staff, as well as holding a goblet, which when I paint this I actually want to put some resin or glue or something in to be like liquid, almost spilling out. So as the character, I kind of see it as setting a Genestealer cult going and then disappearing before Tyranids appear to kind of devour the world. So it's got to that point in its existence where it has its own self-preservation. It doesn't kind of want to be reabsorbed into the hive mind. It's gained its own independent sentience from the hive. This is where I've got to so far. I'm really happy with the result of this one. and it is something that I'm going to be continuing on with. I want to paint this up. I'm kind of thinking of traditional colours, so the blues and purples, but I'm going to see how it goes with this one. I may develop this into a kind of the startings of a Genestealer cult. I've always liked the Genestealer cults. I have a few models here and there that I can use. But for now, I'm really happy with the point that I've got to in this project. I'll leave some photos at the end of this video just to go through the last few steps that I've gone through from the sculpting and things like that. And when I start the painting process, I may do a few videos on different techniques that I use and so on. But for now, I hope you've liked this quick look at this project so far. If you'd like to see more about this, like I said, check the comments for links to the other videos. And if you want to see anything specific on this project, please drop a comment. But for now, my name's John, and you've been watching War Games Models and Other Hobbies.